My name is Emma, and this is my story. On the 28th of March 2021, I went into hospital as I felt there was something wrong. I was told that they could not see my cervix due to my amniotic sac that had protruded. I was devastated, I was sat alone, and I was laying in bed so scared and being told our baby could come at any time. I was transferred to a room which I can only describe as a room where sad things happen. This was not like any delivery room I'd ever seen before. I was laying in a bed waiting for my husband to come, as again I was on my own and driven myself to hospital and had to phone Graham to come and see us. We saw the doctor at this point, who told us that if Molly was born, our daughter was born, due to her gestation they wouldn't do anything, and at this point I was only 22 and 6. In that moment a piece of me had just died, as I knew I had to try and do everything I could to keep her with us. The doctor told us at this point that we could be transferred to Bradford, where their neonatal unit takes babies from 23 weeks. There was no question. This was like being given some hope, and we were transferred to Bradford, where I spent 6 days laid in the labour ward. Molly was born, which we decided to call her. Well, Graham had decided to call her. All week she'd been Maybe Molly, named by the doctors, because we didn't know whether we wanted to call her Molly. But then we changed our minds and said Molly Grace. She was born on the 3rd of April, weighing 23 weeks and 5 days, weighing £1 3 ounce. She was so tiny, so beautiful, and just so perfect. And she was transferred to the neonatal unit, where she put up the most amazing fight to try and stay with us. Unfortunately, we were told 24 hours later that Molly was losing the fight, and to invite our family over. We'd phoned my eldest son, Luke, who came over, and our close families, my mum, Graham's mum, my brother's sister, my best friend. They all came over. And Molly died in mine and Graham's arms, which I can't even describe at that moment how we felt. Our loss was just immeasurable, and time just stood still, and our hearts were just broken. We were sat with Molly and just didn't know what to do. We didn't know what was going to come next, and our neonatal nurse told us about Forget-Me-Not, and I asked, why Forget-Me-Not? It's a hospice, that's as I know it. Why would we go there? And they told us about a little place called Snowflake, which was basically like a home from home, where we could stay with Molly. Well, we jumped at the chance of that, of course. We're from Huddersfield, and it was like bringing Molly home. Molly and myself were picked up by 2 lovely nurses who couldn't have been more gentle, couldn't have been more kind. And I remember them bringing a little white wicker basket that we put Molly in to carry her out, which was just the most beautiful thing. When we arrived at Snowflake, it was literally like a home from home. Everything was available, everything was ready. She had her own little room. We had our room, but we brought her cot into the room with us so she could be at the side of us, and everything just seemed so normal, which to me is quite a strange term, to be fair, because nothing was normal about this situation. But Forget-Me-Not made it as if it was the most normal thing in the world, that we were bringing Molly home. We were doing everything as if Molly was coming home with us properly, which was just amazing. And to have that time spent with Molly, just us, just me, Graham and Molly, was just so nice. Just, yeah, I don't think I can describe, it was just a normal thing, which was amazing. And then we got to bring Evelyn down, which is Molly's big sister, who, from the word go, she was adamant she was having a baby sister. She never once said we were having a brother, because we already had one of them. We already had a boy in the family. We can't have another. She has to be a girl. And she would tell anybody who would listen that Molly's a girl. We didn't even know at one point what Molly was going to be. We were lucky that when we did find out that, yes, we sighed with relief that Molly was going to be a girl. And yeah, Evelyn got to spend so much time with Molly. She was holding her. She got to make so many memories. She did some handprints. She did some fingerprints with her. She went to the park. Molly didn't go to the park with Evelyn, but Evelyn was quite happy to go and play with the staff who looked after her amazingly. And these memories were just something that we wouldn't have ever had without you guys, without Forget Me Not doing this and helping us with that. Just these are the only things we've got now, are those memories. We've got nothing else. We just can't thank you enough for that. It's not just about that. When we left here as well, the support that's in place for myself, for Graham, for the family, it's continuous. It hasn't stopped. It's just there. We know it's here. We still have the support from the staff, from the groups, meeting friends here, meeting people, meeting other mums. The staff have just been absolutely amazing. Evelyn has met some friends here. She loves Feifei. She loves Tara. She's been on the group, she's been on the outings with them. She's supported massively by these guys. And everything that they do is just amazing. And I don't think what we've got we would not have had if it wasn't for you and wasn't for Forget Me Not. And we can't thank you enough for all of that.